It's the Techstination Week podcast. I'm Fred Fishkin. Welcome to the compilation of this week's Techstination reports and more. Google was front and center at this month's Consumer Electronics Show, and among the technologies on display was updated natural language interactions and language translation capability. For instance, using the Google Home Hub, you can do this.
Hey Google, be my French interpreter.
All right, let's get started.
When did you arrive at Las Vegas?
Quand êtes-vous arrivé à Las Vegas?
Je suis arrivé il y a 3 jours et je vais rester jusqu'au jeudi.
I arrived 3 days ago and I will stay until Thursday.
Google Distinguished Engineer Bashad Basani.
So this is doing 27 languages, and you can go from any of these 27 languages to any other of those 27 languages. So it's easy and as natural as possible. You don't need to even press on any button at any moment. You can say multiple sentences in one language. All of them will be translated to the other one.
And of course, there's much more to come. Here come those flexible screens. At this month's Consumer Electronics Show, Royal showed off the FlexPi foldable smartphone, and LG wowed the crowd with an 8K screen that rolls down into a soundbar base. Senior VP John Taylor.
This is what we call the LG Signature OLED R for rollable, a 65-inch OLED screen that rolls up from the cabinet. So you really don't see the rollable part because it's in this Dolby Atmos soundbar at the bottom.
Sort of like a window shade kind of thing?
Sort of like a window shade. And it's incredible, and it has all of the technology that we're introducing for 2019. AI, the artificial intelligence, the LG ThinQ technology.
We're still awaiting word on when it will arrive and for how much. Yamaha is continuing to innovate with the CP line of keyboards designed for musicians and would-be musicians. The world's largest maker of musical instruments is out with the CP73 and CP88 keyboards, and brought along Will Wells, a songwriter and producer of the electronic music for the hit show Hamilton, to help show what it can do.
Growing up, I'm the youngest of 6 kids, and I come from very humble means, and so I never even had a real piano or anything close to it. Now that something like this exists, I can really give you a feel, and you wouldn't have to wait in line at school or in practice rooms to try and get to an actual piano, but to have something that can get you so close is really great.
There's more at usa.yamaha.com. Find Will at willwellsmusic.com. The future of TV making at Samsung may consist of tile-like square screens that fit together with no seams or bezels to enable screens of any size. Samsung showed off the technology at this month's Consumer Electronics Show. VP Andrew Savory.
You don't have to go ahead and stick with a traditional 16:9 or a 32:9 layout. You're able to go ahead and rearrange these panels in any way you'd want.
And is the vision eventually that I, as a homeowner, would be able to do this myself?
Yes, at some point. Probably not right out of the box. We think right out of the box the software will probably be a little more complex than that. But at some point, ideally, yes, I'd love to see this be nothing more than, for lack of a better term, your Legos that you put together, and how do you want to assemble those Legos to create any kind of picture that you'd like.
Samsung isn't saying when, or of course, for how much. When it comes to lighting up that smart home, the folks at LifeX have been taking on some of the bigger names with innovative ideas and solutions. Co-founder Mark Alexander.
We have our US headquarters in Silicon Valley. We have R&D and development office in Melbourne in Australia. We're all across UK and Europe, and quite a number of other countries in the world now.
And with its lighting tiles, LifeX will be enabling touch controls. CEO Tim Peters.
We're actually going to be activating touch capabilities, and we've actually shipped every product with the hardware necessary to do this. So it's a very Tesla-esque approach where you've got this product you love, you go to sleep, you wake up the next day and it does something it couldn't do before.
Surprise.
Surprise, that's right, surprise.
And a nice one at that. Check out lifx.com for more. Those are our reports for this week. You can find a full archive of reports and complete interviews at Techstination.com. Thanks for listening. Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C. Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, Listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love Crane.